right now. So today we're going to talk about 4 keys to breakup proof your relationship. To breakup proof your relationship. You know, you fall in love with somebody and it's unbelievable and you really appreciate it and it's so miraculous. The next thing that happens is you come to take each other for granted. And the statistics aren't good, like with divorce, 40 to 50% of marriages end in divorce. And of course, it's a higher rate of breakup for those of you who are not even married, you're dating or you're in a serious relationship. But I mean, love is so precious. Love is so precious, and it's not something you want to slip away. So here are 4 keys to really breakup proof your relationship. Number 1 is understand that your partner cannot read your mind. Your partner cannot read your mind. Now, I know that's common sense, right? Of course. But the thing is that women, by and large, and many men, are unable to really ask for what they really need or want. It's very hard to ask for what you really, really need or want. And so what happens is that often the person just doesn't come through for you because they don't know what you really want, you know. They just don't know what you really want, and you haven't really told them. So it's very, very important. For example, you know, if a woman wants her boyfriend to text her when he's out with the boys, she doesn't tell him about that. There's no text. The next thing that happens is, of course, you know, she goes on a rant and upset internally, you know, she starts feeling abandoned, you know, starts awfulizing, like, oh my God, the relationship is over. You know, that kind of suffering can really take over. And it's not something you need to do. It can really be avoided. And there's one magic phrase I want to teach you today. It's very powerful, and I use it all the time. And the phrase is, I would really love it if, and then you fill in the blanks, fill in the blank with specifics. I would really love it if you would send me a little text and a heart when you're out with your friends. I would really, really love it if you brought me a dozen red roses. I would really, really love it if you gave me a little kiss right here on my cheek. In that way, you help your partner win. You help your partner come through for you. You help your partner be your hero or heroine. You know, that's the ultimate, really, really helping them win. And number 2 is being positive really makes a world of difference. You know, healthy couples have a ratio of 5 to 1 positive to negative interactions. That's 5 loving gestures, kind touch, 5 beautiful, loving looks, compliments, you know, that kind of thing, to 1 negative comment. You know, oh, I'm upset about this, that, and the other thing. So that's very, very important to know. You want to notice how many positives are there in your relationship and how many negatives in terms of the interactions, right? You want to avoid judgment and belittling and nitpicking and criticizing and harping, and that's all the stuff that really drives your partner away. It just drives your partner away. Instead, you really want to talk to your partner as if they are your best friend, which hopefully they are, and someone you really honor and respect and appreciate and enjoy. This is so, so important. Okay, so let's talk about the third thing. The third thing is little loving gestures, you know, and activities can really, really completely keep things in a beautiful state of love and beautiful bond. What is often happening is we're so caught up in our to-do schedules and work and taking care of kids, taking care of business, you know, emails, you name it. What happens is that the relationship just kind of falls to the bottom of the to-do list, you know. There's not time to just be together, to be in a loving way together. And before you know it, the two of you have nothing in common. You've drifted apart. And actually, most couples who say they've separated or divorced, say that it's because they've lost that friendship. They've really lost that friendship. It's not necessarily because of an affair, but because they've lost that friendship. You don't want to lose that. You want to really keep those positives together. You know, you want to spend time alone. Research shows that if you spend time alone, it's a hallmark of a healthy, happy couple. Make sure that you have some intimate time, some time where you being sensual and sexual with each other. And you know your partner's love language, and what has meaning to them in terms of love. Is it gifts? Is it affectionate words? Is it touch? And you give that to your partner. You really, really want to give that to your partner so that you help your partner feel loved. And what goes around comes around, right? So you're helping your partner feel loved, you're going to feel loved, right? Very, very, very important. And the fourth breakup proof tip is to make fun and passion a true priority. You really have to make fun. Fun is so important. You know, when you fell in love, what were you doing? You were having fun together. You were swimming in the pool. You were dunking each other. You were going on roller coaster rides. You were, you know, really having fun. But what happens is when the relationship starts cementing in, you stop doing those things and you stop having fun. And that is not good. That is really a recipe for things falling apart. And part of having fun is keeping that sexy connection going. You know, there's a way to do that no matter how long you've been together, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. And that is to decide that you're going to act like you're having an affair with your boyfriend who you are in the relationship with, or your spouse, your husband or your wife, that you're having an affair. So instead of wearing that ratty bathrobe when they come home from work, you might be putting on some really cute, sexy outfit, right? You want to ask yourself, what would I be saying or doing if I was having an affair with my husband? What would I be saying or doing, right? It changes everything. That's something I do with Sam all the time. I'm like, oh, if I was having an affair, I would be wearing this lipstick, or I would be wearing this lingerie. And so I really keep it new and fresh and connected that way in my marriage. And we've been married for decades. So those are the 4 tips. I'll tell you, you know, about an example of a couple who used these tips. This was a couple who came into our Love Mentor coaching program, and they had been married for 12 years, but they were not following any of these tips. So they had really drifted apart, and they were actually living in different houses to work on the marriage. And the coach helped them actually start using these kinds of tips that I'm talking about, having them be positive with each other, appreciate each other, write gratitude lists to each other, you know, actually starting to have an affair with each other. Things started really, really heating up. And they wound up really having a wonderful kind of rekindling with each other, you know, where they started going to hotel rooms together and enjoying themselves. And they're here, you know, a married couple, but they're acting like it's all fresh and all new and all exciting. It just tickles me, you know. So no matter what the state is of your relationship, you can bring it back. You really can. You really, really can, you know. So I want you to know that. And I want you guys to understand that you deserve lasting, passionate love that gets better and better and better and juicier and juicier and juicier. You really, really do. So let's see, what other resources I have for you. If you'd like to have you can have, depending on what your unique situation is, you may want to talk about it with one of my amazing Love Mentor coaches by phone or Skype. You can have a free session for 40 whole minutes. All you need to do is go to loveinninetydays.com and click on the coaching tab, and please on the bottom of the form put Facebook when it says where did you come from, so that way I know that you're one of the gang here. Also, you can get my free newsletter at loveinninetydays.com. So the coaching is at loveinninetydays.com and the newsletter is at loveinninetydays.com. And definitely I would take advantage of those resources. And also, please remember to join me here next Thursday at 2 Eastern Time on my Facebook page, Dating to True Love Mentor. That's Dating to True Love Mentor. And next week, we're going to talk about what to do when your boyfriend doesn't text, doesn't connect to you. So I think you guys will enjoy that. And so I want to say bye, but I'd like to ask you, if you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please like it and share the video. I'm wishing you lots of love, and make that lasting, passionate love that is beyond your wildest dreams. I love you guys, and I'll see you next Thursday at 2 Eastern. Take care. Bye. Let's see.